Hello everyone. In previous class, we have discussed about the Ohm's law. Today, we will start with resistance, and today we will discuss these four topics, that is resistance, cause of resistance, factors affecting the resistance, and resistivity, or it is also known as specific resistance. Okay, we have already studied all these things in class 10, but we will revise over here. So first is resistance. We will start with the definition of resistance. So what is resistance? Basically, it is the property of any conductor to oppose the flow of current. It is the property of any conductor to oppose the flow of current. Okay, to oppose the flow of current. Okay, so from Ohm's law, what we have, that is V is equals to I into R, and from here this R is equals to V upon I. Okay, so we can also define that it is the or resistance is the ratio of potential applied to the current flowing in the conductor. Clear? Now its SI unit, is ohm. It is represented by a symbol omega. Okay. Now, can we define 1 ohm? So, to define it 1 ohm, put the value 1 in each and every element. So, 1 ohm is equals to 1 volt upon 1 ampere. Okay. Resistance of a conductor is said to be 1 ohm when a potential of 1 volt is applied across a conductor and a current of 1 ampere is passed through the conductor. Okay, so this is the definition of 1 ohm. Next, that is cause of resistance. Next topic is cause of resistance. Okay, so what is the cause of resistance? So suppose that we have a conductor Okay. Initially, all the electrons are in random motion. If nothing is applied, so all the electron will be in random motion inside the conductor. Clear? But if we apply potential through its end, so if we connect either cell with battery, okay, now what will happen? All the electrons, I'm only talking about the electrons, wants to move toward the positive terminal of the conductor, or you can say the terminal which is connected with the positive terminal of the battery. So in that case, what will happen? Suppose we have, I will consider this electron. So it will strike with the another electron on moving towards the positive terminal. It will strike through the another electron, or through the atom, or through the ions. So due to that collision, the time, its speed will reduce. Okay, its speed will reduce. If nothing is there, so then this electron will move fastly towards this positive terminal of the conductor. But if everything is there, then it has to move slowly. Reason behind it, it will collide through electrons, ions and atom, and due to the collision, its speed will decrease, and it will take more time to reach at this point. So if it will take more time, so we know that I is equals to Q upon T. If T will increase, if the value of T will increase, then current will decrease. And with another formula, we will understand it. V is equals to IR, and I is equals to V by R, or R is equals to V by I. From here, as you can see, if I will decrease, this resistance will increase. So this is the reason behind the resistance. This is the cause of resistance. Okay. So we can write it, if a conductor is connected with a cell or battery, then collision takes place. Between electron and electron, electron and ion, and electron and atom. Okay, due to this collision, time taken by electrons to reach its destination, that is positive terminal, destination will increase. And if time will increase, current will reduce. Due to that, current flowing in the conductor will decrease. Okay, here resistance comes into play. Clear? So this is the cause of resistance. Clear? Next is third is factor affecting the resistance. So in previous class we have already studied that the current depend mainly on basically two things, that is length of the conductor and area of the cross section. So these two are the factors which affect the resistance of the conductor. So first is length and second is area of conductor. So increasing the length, so if we increase the length, suppose first we have this much amount of length of the conductor. Now I want to increase it, okay, with the same area of cross section. Now I want to increase it. So if it is increased, then what will happen? The amount of resistance will increase. Okay, that means we can say, and if it make it half, then again resistance will decrease. So can we say this resistance is directly proportional to length? That means this resistance is directly proportional to length. This is our equation number 1. And second is area of cross section, that is E. So if we increase the area of cross section, the current will decrease. Okay, sorry, the resistance will decrease. So in that case, can we say this R is inversely proportional to area? That this is our equation number 2. So from equation 1 and 2, R is directly proportional to L and inversely proportional to A. From here, if we will remove this sign of proportionality, we have to take a constant. This is rho L by A. So R is equals to rho L by A, where rho is the constant of proportionality known as resistivity or specific resistance, where rho is constant of proportionality known as resistivity or specific resistance. Clear? So these are the two factors which affect the resistance. Clear? Next topic is resistivity or specific resistance. Till now we have covered these three. So next will be resistivity or specific resistance. So from this formula, that what we have, that is R is equals to rho L by A. We'll separate this one, rho, which is equals to R A by L. Okay. Now if we'll put the value for length, if L is equals to 1 meter and area is equals to 1 meter square, then this formula will become rho is equals to R 1 meter upon 1 meter square, or rho is equals to R. So from here we can define the specific resistance. It is defined as the resistance offered by, it is defined as the resistance offered by substance of that material having unit length and unit area of cross section, having unit length and unit area of cross section. Okay. Next is, what will be its SI unit? So from here, its SI unit is, from here as you can see, it is ohm, for area it is meter square, for length it is meter. So one will cancel, that is ohm meter. Ohm meter or ohm meter. Clear? So its SI unit is ohm meter. Now on which factor this resistivity will depend? Area and length? No. It only depends on the type of material. For example, copper having the different specific resistance, aluminum having different kind of specific resistance, silver having different specific resistance. So it is only depends on the type of the material. Clear? And it will be remain constant. For example, if we have two pieces of copper, then specific resistance for both the pieces are equal. Clear? So that's it for today. In next class, we will start with the carbon resistor.